Starting in 2020, I became obsessed with becoming a fast editor in Fortnite. Of course, when I first started, I was already one of the best. Or maybe not. In late 2019 and early 2020, I was playing on a PS4 that sounded like it was ready to explode at any moment. With 60 FPS and high delay, there wasn't much I could do. Believe it or not, I was a controller player when I started my journey. But even watching my gameplay on PS4 back then, it was clear that I had potential. In February of 2020, I started experimenting with keyboard and mouse. I had played once or twice for fun, but this was the first montage I ever made on keyboard. I had a Redragon membrane keyboard, and I was pretty good for my first day. That's when I knew this could become a real talent. I saved up for a decent PC by selling one of my by putting in lots of hard work. This PC gave me 120 to 144 FPS.
White, knocked. Dead, I'm dead. Let's go! No way!
At first, I mostly focused on playing controller because I could finally dominate lobbies. In March, I bought a Razer Huntsman TKL so I could get back into keyboard, and that's when the real magic started.
Well done, Magic Man. We're just getting started.
In May and June, I was grinding. I don't have any footage of the edit courses I did, but I spent many hours in Raider 464 and Flea edit course maps. I spent more time in edit courses and free build maps than I did playing the actual game. My mechanics were getting better every day. In August, I switched my edit bind from F to E because I didn't like reaching over my movement keys to edit. This was a huge improvement. I also tried triple edit binds, but after about a week, I switched back to single bind with edit on release. I wasn't very good at triple binds, and I already looked like I used multiple binds with single. To this day, I still use single with edit on release. In the fall of 2020, I stopped playing keyboard almost entirely and played on controller for most of Chapter 2, Season 4. I lost a ton of progress here. Even though I should have kept up the momentum of my progress, I was too lazy to do the hard work that needed to happen for me to reach my full potential. For a few months, I decided that 200 pumps, easy movement, and a buttery playstyle would be the best trajectory for me. But the issue was that I already was really good at it. It was boring because I had reached my potential on controller. Near the end of the season, I got back into playing keyboard. I had kept a lot of my mechanics, but I still had a lot of work to do.
Okay.
In December, I started my serious grind again. I got a new CPU and upgraded my router so I could play on 200 FPS and 0 ping. This time, I stopped doing edit courses because I had perfected my basic mechanics. I started a free build every day, and the results came quickly. This clip here was from December of 2020. It was the best free build I'd ever had, and I remember sending it to a bunch of friends on Discord because of how proud of myself I was. Around this time, I got back into making YouTube videos.
What's up guys? Today, I'll be showing you guys some great retakes to use in-game or in a build fight.
I had taken a few months off of YouTube because I was tired of getting low views. In early 2021, I started again for fun to create highlights of my arena games. In Chapter 2, Season 5, most of my attention was focused on playing competitive. I managed to get 24,000 arena points by the end of the season. I played a lot of scrims and even played FNCS, but seeing as my team didn't even make it to round 2, it wasn't my calling. But here are some of my highlights.
We're already ultimate, bro. We're not
Anything.
30, 60.
Even though I was focused on competitive, I made some free build videos making satisfying edits with relaxing music. I had lost some speed in my time off, but that's what made them unique. They were still fast, but slow enough to be able to tell what was going on and be satisfying. This short right here is what made me come up with my favorite video series on my channel. After I posted it, I made a long version and called it "This Video Will Make You Feel at Home." This eventually became my Resonance series, where I edit fast to different remixes of my favorite song, Resonance by Home. And after that, I made my best montage yet.
Again,
And yes, that was an actual montage that I made. In March of 2021, Chapter 2 Season 6 started.
Looks like frog.
What? He's just shaking his head no.
This is where everything aligned for me to put all of my attention into being a fast editor. I didn't like the new loot pool with the primal and mechanical guns. I started to realize I was having way more fun making videos than playing arena and tournaments. I started watching tons and realized that if I got fast enough, I could grow an audience. I started to practice like never before. For about 3 months, I was doing nothing but free building. If I wasn't in school, I was probably free building. For hours, I would listen to music and edit course. It was getting to a point where it was unhealthy, but my mechanics were starting to get pretty crazy. I started uploading a ton on YouTube. A lot of them were short and I was hoping to blow up like Tons did. Nothing did too well, and none of them got more than a couple hundred views. Even though I was struggling to become successful, I didn't give up this time. I knew I was building momentum. Over the summer of 2021, I uploaded 2 to 3 times a week. By the end of the summer, I was burnt out. I loved making videos, but I was so tired of spending so much time practicing. But I noticed something. After I'd practiced for so long, I had built up my muscle memory enough that I didn't have to practice anymore to be good. I didn't have to warm up or anything. My hands had so much repetition that even if I played for 1 hour every few days, I kept up my mechanics. I wouldn't improve as fast, but I could put all of my focus into making videos and having a life outside of the game for once.
Step away from the screen, go outside, get some fresh air, go outside.
What is that?
Even though my skill wasn't going up as fast, the quality of my videos were rapidly increasing. I wasn't just throwing together clips and making shorts, I was starting to make real art. It's funny because I just made these videos for fun. I wasn't trying to break the algorithm anymore to blow up, I was just making and uploading cool videos without much thought. And when I cared the least about the views, that's when they began to go up. From October 2021 to January 2022, I went from 300 to 1,000 subscribers. That was a huge achievement for me. In early 2022, I continued making videos showing off my skills. They were mostly montages, but a few videos used my creativity like my Cobra Kai special and Kid falls out of an airplane and hits a clip in Fortnite. Even though I wasn't on a hardcore grind anymore, I still practiced quite a bit to keep my skills up. I didn't like Chapter 3 very much, so most of my clips were from creative.
Oh my, I'm not getting clipped.
By April of 2022, I had 9 keyboards. I was growing a bit of a collection, and I like to swap between keyboards to get more variety in my playstyles and the sounds of the keyboards. I mainly used my Razer Huntsman Mini, and Pro 2, and Apex Pro. In June, I figured out how to key out the background of my game using a map with black walls. 2 really cool videos came out of this. The first one was Kenobi, where I put clips of Battle of the Heroes from Star Wars in the background. And Amnesia, where I put visuals of space in the background. I think I went a little overboard for the ending. In June of 2022, I hit my best clip yet. If only it were a blue headshot. I started realizing that I wasn't the fastest editor in the game. I knew it would never happen if I didn't switch to triple or quad binds. Editors like OpaCube and Lukey were simply far beyond my skill level, so there wasn't much that made me stand out. On top of this, after my first rush of new viewers, my channel was starting to fall off. Each video I posted received fewer and fewer views. It was frustrating because all of my efforts seemed to be going down the drain. But I kept on going. Upload after upload, I kept trying to outdo myself and create a style unique to me. And because of this, I made some of my best work yet. In September, I continued pushing out videos. Even though I wasn't practicing anymore, I was still picking up speed with my edits. I was able to balance playing Fortnite and experiencing things outside of the game. I played for fun when I felt like it, but it didn't take over my life. Although I was able to edit at the highest levels, my combat skills were rapidly declining as other players were starting to get better. I could still hit impressive clips, but playing arena and even PvP in creative was becoming a struggle. I wasn't bothered by it because my favorite part of the game was creating cool videos to go alongside my fast editing. In August, I got FaZe Martaz to watch 2 of my videos on livestream. He watched Fortnite in the future and this flawless freebuilding video. The stream isn't on his channel anymore, but he subscribed to my channel and was surprised by the unique editing style. As Chapter 3 was wrapping up in the fall, I slowed down on the crazy videos and went back to my classic fast editing style. In the last week of Chapter 3, I decided I wanted to start a new kind of playstyle where I would set my mouse sensitivity extra high and spin around with crazy motions. It didn't last long because I couldn't be consistent with it, but the clips I have are very unique. In December, Chapter 4 came out. I didn't like the entire chapter, jungle map, but I was starting to enjoy the game again because it felt fresh and exciting. I was playing with some friends who had quit and I started to practice fighting players so I wouldn't be so behind. I enjoyed the Thunder Pump, Anvil City, the new graphics, and the hammer. On the fast editing side of things, I continued uploading constantly. I made a lot of montages, and I made one of my favorite fast editing videos, using 10 keyboards to hit one clip. I love the way the music goes with my edits. In early 2023, I was experimenting with my content a lot. There was lots of variation between videos, and some didn't have anything to do with fast editing at all, like my photography montage and my Blade Runner 2049 recreation. I spent most of February putting together the Blade Runner special. It took me weeks to build the maps, get the shots, and edit the video. It's funny, I've spent most of February 2024 editing this video you're watching right now, and I spent most of February 2023 making my Blade Runner video. I also made part 5 of my Resonance series. This was one of my most satisfying videos ever. Very simple, but something about it is super relaxing. I also continued uploading normal montages and videos. I'll fast forward a bit through the next few months because my skill level wasn't going up much. Chapter 4 Season 2 wasn't my favorite, but I loved Mega City. It was great for recording videos because it captured the futuristic feel of my channel. In May, one of my old tutorials, which was my most popular video at the time, resurfaced and more than doubled its view count. This brought me to 4,000 subscribers. It blew my mind that it took me over 2 years to get 2,000 subscribers and only 6 months to double that number. I made an incredible map to go with my Resonance Part 6 montage with UEFN. UEFN wasn't just great for building game modes, but the options for surroundings had also increased dramatically. I graduated high school in June, and over the summer, I had more time to work on my editing skills again. Straight practicing wasn't increasing my speed, but I was teaching myself new tricks to make my edits look faster, like increasing my sensitivity to make my playstyle more flicky. I never could have predicted what would happen in the fall. September was more of the same, upload after upload trying to outdo my previous video. I was at about 6,000 subscribers. I made some cool videos like how to let go of the villain arc and the intangible multiverse. I made more montages like October and Dreamy Fortnite freebuilds. All of a sudden, one random little tutorial I made on how to not mess up in Fortnite exploded. In the first 30 days, it got 300,000 views. Of course, for bigger YouTubers, those are rookie numbers, but for a small channel like mine, it was huge. On top of that, a tutorial I made in June was also doing very well, so November was my best month on YouTube yet. Even better, one of my favorite Fortnite seasons, if not my favorite, was released in November.
What?
What?
Look at where I am.
What happened?
As I said, I did not like the jungle season of Chapter 4. I was fed up with the loot pool and locations. When the OG season was released, being able to play on the old map with the old loot pool was a dream. For the first time in a while, my edits started to seriously improve. I bought a new PC because I was playing computer part whack-a-mole with my old computer and nothing was working. Even though the OG season only lasted a month, this would be the only season I reached Unreal. The only change I disliked was the pickaxe animation. I couldn't edit with my pickaxe out anymore, and that is a huge part of my playstyle. This brings us to our final season, Chapter 5, Season 1. I won't go into too much detail about how much I hate this season, but it's probably my least favorite so far. I know a lot of players enjoy it, but the guns feel clunky. When I hit headshots with shotguns, it somehow feels like I didn't hit them at all, and the lighting of the map is extremely dark and bland. I've probably played less than 20 games this whole season. Enough negativity though. Because I was playing in-game less, I was able to create my astounding retro freebuild map. I was also able to put more time and effort into my videos, like making a whole mini-movie in my retro map. Or how to gain unbreakable confidence. Finally, 2024. It's only just begun, but there's no telling what's in store for the year. I haven't uploaded in 3 weeks, mostly because I've been working on this video, but a few things have been going on in my personal life, so I needed to take a break. I plan on being back in full force though, so stay tuned as the next chapter of my channel begins. I don't want to be making any official promises, but my upload schedule will be very consistent. I've tried to do daily uploads in the past, but that usually leads to low quality videos, so I'm trying to find the balance between quality and quantity, as well as variation in content. Creating this video has given me many new ideas for content as I reflected on old clips. Thank you for watching my full fast editing progression.